少女前線
Welcome. In this video, Chapter 9, Lost, of Girls Frontline will be summarized. Throughout the video, there will be spoilers for the story of Girls Frontline. If you don't want to be spoiled, please go and play the game. At the temporary safe house, Aro questions Sop about the frequency of their team's dire situations. Sop recounts a similar experience, but admits this is worse. Aro expresses frustration when Sop opens fire despite plans to sneak past enemies. Sop defends her actions, citing the impossibility of sneaking under such conditions. A discussion about new technology and trust between them follows, abruptly interrupted when Aro senses they're being surrounded by Sangva's troops. In Griffin headquarters, Hellion expresses doubt about continuing the search for M16, but Kruger insists on persevering, citing promises made to the commander. Hellion questions Kruger's intention to bring the commander to a banquet due to security concerns. Kruger defends his decision, emphasizing the commander's importance in upcoming operations. Sop and Aro discuss the ongoing search for M16, expressing determination to find her. In a car en route to a military banquet, Kruger commends the commander's efforts in recovering valuable information and announces plans for a joint operation with the military against SF. He tasks the commander with a public relations mission, revealing Griffin and Kruger's intention in TDOL testing. Kruger expresses determination to end the conflict with SF and urges the commander to lead the upcoming operation. Aro reports that SF signals have disappeared, indicating the commander's echelons have cleared the area for their search. Sop expresses her desire to find M16 quickly, and Aro reminds her of the need for caution due to enemy jamming. Sop admits feeling uneasy about working with T-Dolls outside of their team, but she trusts Aro. They discuss Sop's emotions and purpose as a tactical doll before refocusing on the mission. Back at the military banquet, Kruger meets Captain Yegor, who escorts him to General Carter's speech. The general discusses a joint operation between the military and private contractors to safeguard regions and ensure stability. Reporters inquire about political moves and UN alliances, but Carter emphasizes the operation's focus on security. Kruger comments on the media's difficulty and Carter jokes about retirement. Suddenly, Javier interrupts with a gun, but Carter calms the situation. Javier greets Carter and Kruger, extending a hand in greeting. Back with Aro and Sop, they prepare to resume their search for M16. Aro reminds Sop to avoid reckless actions, particularly against SF ringleaders, with Sop reflecting on her desire to confront enemies aggressively. Aro urges caution and emphasizes the importance of their mission. They discuss leadership dynamics within AR team and focus on the task at hand. Javier joins Carter, joking about sitting near the exit. He introduces himself as the CEO of IOP, the company producing most of the commander's dolls. Javier criticizes the joint operation with G&K, suggesting it's unnecessary or not the true goal. Carter warns him about national security implications and dismisses his claims. Javier leaves, followed by an exchange between Carter and Kruger about the operation and Javier's motives. Aro provides a mid-mission report, expressing concern about Sop's efficiency decline due to potential emotional distractions. Despite her own fatigue, Aro focuses on completing the mission to locate M16. Sop suggests Aro rest while she continues the search alone, but Aro insists on accompanying her. Later, Sop discovers M16's equipment case, revealing she had secretly been searching for it to gain information about M16's disappearance. Aro reprimands Sop for leaving without informing her, but they reconcile as they analyze the equipment's condition. Sop's insight impresses Aro, and they share a moment of camaraderie before preparing to face a new threat. As they detect a SFT doll approaching, Sop expresses excitement for the upcoming challenge, and Aro acknowledges her growing adaptability to the team's dynamic. Back at the military banquet, Carter and Kruger discuss plans for the joint operation. Griffin will receive access to military intelligence, but Kruger expresses concern about SF's infiltration virus. Carter assures him they've taken precautions. The operation's goal is to eliminate SF, excluding their leader, and retrieve her. Carter leaves abruptly, prompting Javier's return. Javier engages Kruger in conversation, hinting at past tensions. Meanwhile, back in the field, RO and Sop face off against the SF ringleader, Judge, who demands information about M4. Despite the danger, reinforcements arrive and the confrontation intensifies as both sides prepare for open battle. Sop and RO face off against Judge. Despite attempts at negotiation, tensions escalate and Judge reveals her formidable power. Sop's bravado only provokes Judge further, and she eventually leaves without answering any questions. As the battle intensifies, and despite RO's warnings, Sop pursues Judge alone, determined to uncover the truth about M16's whereabouts. 9 Emergency starts in a similar way to the start of 9 Normal, with RO asking Sop if such situations are common for AR team. Sop recounts a similar experience but with fewer enemies. RO is concerned about the severity of their current situation and criticizes Sop for opening fire instead of sneaking past enemy outposts, but Sop defends her actions. Later, as they evade pursuing SF troops and find a moment of respite, RO expresses frustration and exhaustion, regretting their predicament. Sop lightens the mood with laughter, teasing RO. They discuss their roles within the team and their commitment to finding M16. Despite the tension, they acknowledge each other's strengths and resolve to persevere. RO contemplates restoring communications, while Sop suggests rest. RO agrees, deciding to strategize during the downtime. Back at the military banquet, Javier and Kruger discuss Lyco's fate and the importance of Elisa, an AI controlling SF. Javier doubts the military's motives, suggesting ulterior motives for obtaining advanced doll technology. He hints at a larger conspiracy involving international alliances and warns Kruger to be cautious. Carter interrupts their conversation, confronting Javier for a previous prank. Javier leaves after a brief exchange, teasing Kruger. Later, RO and Sop work on amplifying a signal from M16's case to contact the commander for rescue. They reminisce about past AR team exercises, including comical mishaps. Despite their emotions, they acknowledge the importance of survival and the significance of their emotional modules. RO emphasizes the necessity of survival above all else. Back at the military banquet, Kruger and Carter finalize preparations for the upcoming operation, acknowledging potential interference. Despite doubts raised by Javier, Kruger remains steadfast, ensuring his subordinates are ready for the task at hand. Kruger expresses concern over the missing AR team members and emphasizes the importance of finding them. He trusts Griffin T-Dolls under the commander's leadership. Back with Sop and RO, Sop reminisces about a time she confided in M16 about an incident that disturbed M4, questioning her own actions. M16 at the time offered sage advice, drawing parallels to the acceptance of one's nature and the value of understanding. Sop grapples with her emotions, seeking reassurance from present RO, who encourages her to embrace her uniqueness and contributions to the team. As they prepare the signal for rescue, Sop and RO share a moment of determination, reaffirming their commitment to reuniting the AR team and facing challenges together. Hellion updates the commander on the distress signal from AR team and emphasizes the urgency for their rescue before a significant operation begins. Sop and Ro prepare for an imminent battle as reinforcements led by Negev arrive. They engage Judge, but struggle to contain her. Eventually, Judge escapes, leaving the team to reflect on their encounter. Following the battle, M4 unexpectedly returns. She reveals plans for a crucial operation sanctioned by Mr. Kruger to eliminate the Mastermind, the mysterious figure behind all the recent turmoil. Emotions surge as the team absorbs the gravity of the situation, preparing for the impending mission with determination and resolve. In 9 Night, M4 encounters M16 unexpectedly, expressing shock and concern over her altered appearance. M16 reveals that she was captured and tortured by SF, leaving M4 determined to bring her home. Despite M16's reluctance to involve them any further, M4 insists that they face challenges together, showing her unwavering loyalty and friendship. Meanwhile, T65, T77, Garand, and M3 are filming a video to reassure M4 about M16's absence. They express doubts about the effectiveness of their deception and the seriousness of M16's situation. As they prepare to film, they worry about AK-47's absence and her potential lack of commitment to the project, aiding to their concerns about M16's well-being. T-65, T-77, Garand, and M3, who now looks and talks like M4A1, find themselves in a dilemma when AK-47, their main actress, is injured, and they have no one to play M16. After considering various options, including using T-77 as a stand-in or altering M3's dummy link, they realize that they need a plan B. Garand contacts M1A1 Carbine for help, who suggests bringing in Thompson as a replacement. Thompson agrees to help despite her own duties, and they set out to find her. Along the way, they encounter SF patrols and face challenges, but they remain determined to complete their mission. Despite setbacks, they ultimately find Thompson, who agrees to play M16 and assist them with filming. However, their plans hit a snag when T-65 loses a box containing essential parts. Despite the setback, they come up with a new plan to scavenge parts from SF remains. Thompson supports their decision and urges them to work together to overcome the obstacle. They divide tasks, with T-65 leading the search for parts while the others continue with preparations. And Thompson takes Garand aside for a private conversation. T-65 struggles with the camera, accidentally capturing intense moments as SF attacks. They realize they're in danger as the ringleader, Judge, closes in on them. Just when all hope seems lost, M16, thought to be missing, appears and confronts Judge, buying time for others to escape. Despite Thompson's injury, she urges the group to move quickly. M16's unexpected arrival shocks everyone, but they seize the opportunity to flee while M16 engages Judge in battle. As they make their escape, T-65 fumbles with the camera, capturing crucial moments of the intense confrontation between M16 and Judge. Despite the chaos, they manage to escape with the footage thanks to M16's timely intervention. Amidst the chaotic sounds of crossfire, the team, led by M14, locates a safe spot to tend to injuries using quick repair kits. T-65, still shaken, wonders if they're truly safe, prompting T-77 to reassure her and emphasize the significance of their escape. However, their relief is palpable when they realize that M16, believed to be lost, has returned from the fog unharmed, much to their surprise and joy. Yet some doubts still linger, with T-77 questioning if the M16 they saw was genuine or fake. Garand dispels any uncertainty, affirming the authenticity of M16's return, as she couldn't have applied makeup to anyone well with them. The team's designated star, Ms. Thompson, corroborates Garand's statement, further confirming M16's identity. However, their joy is short-lived, as they realize M16 hasn't followed them. Thompson swiftly makes a decision to inform their superiors while the team debates the implications of leaving M16 behind. T-65, unwilling to abandon her companion, advocates for going back, sparking a heated discussion among the rest of the team. Garand urges caution, emphasizing the risks involved in rescuing M16, but T-65's determination remains unyielding. She refuses to wait idly for uncertain good news, insisting on either returning with M16 or forgetting their recent encounter altogether. Amidst the tense exchange, M3 expresses frustration and a desire to confront the situation head-on, displaying a rare moment of agitation. Nevertheless, Thompson and Garand maintain a composed demeanor, discussing the logistics of delaying their departure. As the team continues to deliberate, they find themselves unexpectedly thrust back into the fray when Judge launches an assault. Despite their effort, they fall short of subduing Judge, and the situation grows dire. In the ensuing chaos, M14 receives a crucial message. M16 has been located, but time is of the essence. Their emotions running high, the team rushes to find M16, only to discover her in a weakened state. Despite their pleas for her to return home with them, M16 remains steadfast in her resolve, citing a duty to fulfill. T-65 struggles with conflicting emotions, torn between concern for M16's safety and respect for her autonomy. Amidst the turmoil, a surprising revelation unfolds. The dramatic encounter with M16 was orchestrated by Thompson using her dummy. The team marvels at Thompson's ingenuity and camaraderie, finding solace in their unity and resourcefulness. As they reflect on their experience, T65 seeks to reassure T91, who finds comfort in M16's message. The team's spirits lift, finding hope and resilience in the face of adversity. Meanwhile, Garen reveals the truth behind the staged encounter, highlighting the importance of teamwork and solidarity in overcoming challenges. In a moment of reflection, T77 shares an allegorical tale, drawing parallels between their situation and the story of two friends navigating treacherous terrain. Despite the uncertainty ahead, they find solace in the metaphorical Bridge of Light, symbolizing hope and perseverance in the face of adversity. Thank you for watching. Please follow my Twitter for updates, and please check out my other Arknights and Azure Lane videos as well.